So those were two changes. One around development, make sure we have a process that we can execute with quality and delivery schedules, and the other one around business priorities and being focused around those.
Okay, Sal, so with all of these changes that you made going into the release of DB2 version 9, how has that actually played out in the marketplace when it comes to customers using and moving to DB2 version 9?
Okay, it has been an unparalleled success. From an adoption point of view and customers' ability to move to DB2 9, that has been a very smooth experience and really borne by all the work that we did here in the lab. And in fact, before we shipped DB2 9, for example, we actually migrated about 20 customers' actual live data and workloads here in the lab. So that's been very good. So that's been, moving to DB2 9 has been very good. Easy from a process point of view. Now, once they get to DB2 9, there's some really nice examples of customer successes. One of my favorites is, in the XML world, is New York State Department of Taxation. So this is one that everybody can relate to. So for sure, in every jurisdiction that you're in, every year, tax rules change, tax laws change, which means that every year, for sure, the forms will change. Now, for the New York State Department of Taxation, what that meant was that they had to have downtime to go ahead and make changes to their applications and to the schema. Huge cost and huge time. So we worked with them. They moved the data to be stored in pure XML. One of the advantages of our pure XML support is you can store last year's tax form, this year's tax form, the previous year's tax form, all in the same database, and be able to do analysis across that set of data that was difficult to do before. So that's been a nice example of a customer being able to solve a problem they couldn't solve before, and that's a pretty exciting thing when you see customers doing things that they couldn't do before and they couldn't do with anybody else's technology. Another nice example here has been some of the large warehouses. So last year, I remember SunTrust presented at our Information on Demand conference. And they presented the fact that they had taken their 24 terabyte database and turned it into a 4 terabyte database using our compression technology. And from their own figures, they figured they would save $2 million initially and $500,000 every subsequent year. That's an example where you say, wow, right? I want one
Absolutely.
of those. And it was exciting to see other customers carrying around their presentation saying, how can I do this thing? Another very interesting customer is Euronext. So this is a customer that we work with. The Euronext is the European Stock Exchange. High volume transactions is what they're in business about. And for a stock market, the worst thing that can happen is not being able to trade, not being able to handle the volumes of trades. So they came to us and they said what they wanted to do was design a system that would withstand a mass panic on a stock exchange. And for Euronext, what they defined was 100,000 transactions per second. We built that, and they deployed that starting in April of this year. We'll be looking to do more work with them and growing those volumes. But it's exciting being able to solve business problems that couldn't be solved before. I thought, what if? And that's the case of New York Tax or Euronext or SunTrust. What if we could save $2 million and use it to advance other projects?
All right, that sounds great.